History of drugs. Many scholars predict that humanity has been using drugs since around 12,500 BC. The reason behind this prediction is that it aligns with the emergence of what is commonly referred to as foundation of the shamanism, totemism, a religious belief system. During this time, religious leaders were likely to consume psychoactivity substances like hallucinogenic mushrooms or certain plants, including visions or receiving divine messages. Evidence supporting this hypothesis includes ancient cave paintings in Spain, featuring depictions of hallucinogenic mushrooms associated with shamanistic practice. Moving forward, let's explore the four major civilizations in human history: Egypt, Mesopotamia, the Indus Valley, and the Yellow River Valley. All these civilizations have documented records related to drugs. Taking ancient Egypt as an example, approximately 5,000 years ago, opium, derived from the poppy flower, was widely used. Wall paintings depict a woman holding the blue lotus flower, known for its narcotic properties. During ancient Greece, the father of medicine, Hippocrates, stated that opium is the savior from pain, emphasizing its medical value. In those times, drugs were more commonly used as therapeutic agents to alleviate suffering, rather than for recreational pleasure. Moving on the Roman era, marijuana, commonly known as cannabis, was prevalent. However, during this period, there was an event where drug use was prohibited. The reason behind this prohibition was the official recognition of Christianity by the Roman Empire. Christianity, unlike some early religions, did not tolerate the use of drugs for religious purposes, leading to a strict prohibition by the church. Although the church tried to suppress drug use, it did not disappear. It continued to exist. As the influence of the church waned during the Renaissance, starting in the 14th century, drug use resurged. Opium especially gained prominence for its medical properties in elevating various elements. Fast forward to the 19th century, and we encounter the Opium Wars between Britain and China. Britain, with its vast colonial presence in India, established massive opium factories and began supplying cheap opium to China. The addictive nature of opium led to widespread addiction among the Chinese population, prompting the Chinese government to ban opium imports. However, Britain, reluctant to give up the lucrative opium trade, resorted to illegal means, engaging in clandestine opium sales. So from that point, China falls into the swamp of opium. In the 1600s, the amount of opium imported to China was 50 tons. However, by the late 1800s, the quantity of opium imported to China had skyrocketed to a staggering 65,000 tons, a 130-fold increase. Moreover, 27% of adult mates in China become addicted to drugs. In the 20th century, particularly in the United States, efforts to control drugs intensified. In 1914, the US enacted laws to regulate drug use. However, the prohibition of alcohol took precedence during this time, resulting in the rise of powerful mafia organizations involved in the illegal alcohol trade. Subsequently, the focus shifted to the prohibition of drugs in the 1950s, leading to the formation of powerful drug cartels, particularly in countries like Colombia. Notably, Pablo Escobar, the infamous drug lord, accumulated immense wealth through the Colombian drug cartel, becoming one of the wealthiest individuals globally. However, Colombia, faced with intensive interference and sanctions from the United States, shifted its focus from merely selling narcotics to becoming a hub for the production of cocaine. Now, Mexican drug cartels have taken on the role of supplying drugs to the United States. But as you may be aware from the news, Mexican drug cartels are far more ruthless and brutal compared to Colombian cartels. They go to horrifying lengths, even exploiting children, in their pursuit of drug trade. As we transition to the present day, drug usage remains a global issue. According to the United Nations, in 2020, an estimated 284 million people had tried drugs at least once, with approximately 32 million considered drug addicts. The illegal drug market is valued about $448 trillion. However, the most pressing concern is the rising number of deaths attributed to powerful synthetic drugs, such as fentanyl, suppressing even traffic and firearm-related deaths in the United States. Some countries are exploring the legalization of milder drugs, such as marijuana, in an attempt to address social issues associated with drug use and its impact on public health. So countries that have legalized recreational marijuana for pleasure purposes include some states in the United States, Canada, Uruguay, Malta, Luxembourg, Georgia, Thailand, and South Africa. Up to this point, we've explored the history of drugs together. The end.